Yeadon Borough Council legislative meeting for September 15th is now called to order. Would you stand for the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Secretary, would you give the roll call, please?
Mayor Rowan Heppy.
Present.
Thank you. President Sharon Council Harris.
Present.
Vice President Loren Johnson.
Present.
Councilor Talia Jones-Walker.
Present.
Councilor Carlette Brooks.
Present.
Councilor Nicole Beebe.
Present.
Councilor Toya Monroe.
Present.
Councilor Leanna Roll-Cloud. I think she's walking up now. Our solicitor representative.
Here.
Thank you. Our finance director, Nafis Nichols.
Present.
Our tax collector, Ms. Yolanda Hughes. That's all. She is in the building. And our engineer, Mr. Joe Fukuso. Thank you, sir. Madam President, all accounted for,
Thank you.
except for one, because she's on the way.
Solicitor?
I did call the solicitor.
Oh, thank you. Before we start the meeting, I want to lay down a few ground rules here for this meeting and to announce to each of you, both the public and councilors, that this meeting will be, my discretion, an abbreviated meeting. We will be allowing the public to address only one item, and that is the accounts payable list. And I'll give you reasons why. On September 6th, 2022, Councilor Loren Johnson was assaulted with substantial injuries to her left shoulder.
Point of order. Point of order. I'm asking for a point of order. I am asking for a point of order.
You're out of...
I object, and I am asking for a point of order.
Assaulted...
I am asking for a point of order.
Sharon, put your mic.
You...
I am asking for a point of order.
I'm going to read.
I'm asking for a point of order.
On September
I am asking for a point of order. In Robert's rules, I am asking to be recognized, and I am asking for a point of order.
Recognize Councilor Monroe.
I'm asking for a point of order.
No message.
I am asking for a
From
point
the
of
acting
order.
Chief Burns.
Council President, you have already begun this
The
meeting
mayor was absent.
with
There were
untruths.
no police officers.
The police officers reviewed the video, and you are not telling the truth.
Mayor Hopkins.
You are not telling the truth.
Can we do one at a time?
You are not telling the truth, and I've asked for a point of order.
Everybody can get a chance to talk. Can we just do one?
You have not addressed my point of order.
So
I have asked for a point of order, and no one is recognizing my point of order. Then we're just going to speak together, because you are not speaking the truth, and you are not telling these people the truth. This is an open police investigation.
You keep saying that. I
Everyone
broke
was
no
clear.
agreement.
There is a point of order.
Broke no agreement.
This meeting will be abbreviated after the...
I am asking for a point of order.
You keep saying that. I broke no agreement.
I'm asking for a point of order.
Okay.
I am asking for a point of order. When my point of order is recognized.
At the point of order, can Council President finish her statement and then you be recognized for as long as you'd like?
When my point of order is recognized, then I will. Has Council President recognized my point of order? Then we will continue to do this, because that's not okay. These are Robert's rules. You cannot hijack this meeting and tell the public anything that you want.
We are going
This
to-
is not okay.
In charge of the meeting, you're the council
I'm in
president.
It's not okay. Our solicitor just suggested that you recognize the point of order so we can move on in an orderly fashion, and that's not happening.
Yes, I will finish.
This will not be an abbreviated meeting. This will be a very long and arduous meeting if you continue to break the rules and not recognize the point of order. That's not okay.
So the councilors are not,
That is not, I am asking that my point of order be recognized. I am asking that my point of order be recognized as suggested by our solicitor. I am asking that our point of order be recognized. She wants to read a statement about how Councilor Loren Johnson was assaulted and no one witnessed it. I'm asking for a point of order, and I'm asking for a point of order. She went, in Councilor Roadcloud, they are also trying to say they're limiting citizens forum to one item on the agenda. That's what this is. So if we are going to, I will not allow this to happen.
And even though I wasn't there, they're dragging me in for breaking the agreement of a meeting that I wasn't
This
at.
is not okay. You will not report this. You will not do this. I am asking for a point of order, and I'm asking to be recognized. Counselor, if you won't recognize me, then we will not continue with that
accounts
report.
payable list. If there are any comments from any resident. That's it. Ms. Anna, you may come to the platform on the accounts payable list only.
Ms. Anna, remember that every dime in this borough is the it has something to do with the accounts payables
The
list.
accounts payable list is the only list you will be able to
I'm
address
talking
here.
about expense items, and I was denied the opportunity to
Do
speak
you
last
have the
time.
accounts payable list? It's on the front bench. That is all you can speak of. That's all you can speak of. And you have 3 minutes.
You cannot do this to our residents. The mic is down. Yeah, sorry.
All right, I'm starting now. As elected officials, you have a fiduciary responsibility to the members of this community. Many people have spoken about the dysfunction that is currently showing its face in this community. I'm asking, as a concerned resident, that you put aside your political differences and start focusing on what is needed by this community, what is needed to allow Yeadon to become a thriving community. As elected officials, you've been in it for a while, we need to look at your track record. What have you accomplished in the last 9 months? Your accomplishments are, you fired the capable chief of police that cared deeply about this community and valued public safety. You enabled 4 lawsuits to be filed against this community. You allowed a borough employee's actions bordering on harassment.
Any comments on?
These are with regards to what you're doing with expenses.
Indicate the item you're
With no
referring to.
repercussions, and now it resulted in the resignation of 2 employees. You created a moratorium on the hiring of full-time police officers. You refuse to reconvene or reinstate the Civil Service Committee, which is required for the hiring of full-time police officers. You created a community of atmosphere of fear where residents are afraid of being accused of a crime and fear of speaking up for their rights. You eliminated the public's ability to be able to remotely attend meetings via Zoom. You've caused an increase in the insurance premiums to be occurring for next year. You've caused a definitive increase in borough taxes as a result of councilors' frivolous spending, and you put Yeadon on the brink of receivership. This is not a positive record, and it's not too late to change. You need to start listening to the residents. We told you that we no longer feel safe. We told you that we no longer see police patrolling the way they should. Please start listening to the residents, and please also don't wait until the statistics of harm. Make sure before you do something else. You need to start supporting and showing respect for the residents and the police officers. Begin adhering to the Sunshine Act. Allow the residents to speak uncensored and tell other counselors when they are doing something wrong. Make public safety a priority. It needs to be a priority. We are afraid that you're bringing this borough into receivership. We need you to stop being fiscally irresponsible. Residents are concerned about the wasteful spending. Residents are speaking up about what is needed, doing so in a publicly acceptable form, and should be able to do so without threats of violence and fear of being falsely accused of a crime. Residents will continue to hold councilors responsible. Our voices will begin to get louder with each and every act where you continue to deprive us of our rights.
Your 3 minutes are up, ma'am.
No, you
Yes, ma'am, your 3 minutes are up, ma'am.
You took some
Your 3 minutes are up, ma'am.
If you can
Your 3 minutes are up, ma'am.
destruction,
Your 3 minutes are up,
the
ma'am.
number of
Your 3 minutes are up, ma'am.
pleasure will
Your 3 minutes are up, ma'am. Thank you.
Mr. Trent,
I do my job.
That was inappropriate because she
Mr.
was
Trent.
interrupted. She was interrupted several times. That was inappropriate. Several times. That was very
And then you
inappropriate.
had the nerve to extend time for certain people, and then you interrupt other people. Like,
Mr. Trent, you have the floor.
Thank you. The main thing I want to talk about is mainly the citizens forum. It's like-
Mr. Trent, we have reduced the meeting to the accounts payable list only.
We are not censoring the
But we have
citizens. We're
abbreviated-
not censoring the citizens. We're not
We have
censoring the
abbreviated the
citizens.
meeting.
Let these people
All right.
speak.
We have
Let them
abbreviated
speak.
the meeting.
Mr. Trent, say what you gotta say. Keep talking. Say what you gotta say.
Here's the microphone, Mr.
Don't
Trent.
keep censoring people.
You can't do that. That is not okay.
First of all,
Mr. Trent, would you respect the chair on discussing only the minutes, only the...
The chair is not respecting the citizens.
Only on those items, sir.
and Lorraine are not respecting the community, the
Mr.
residents, the
Trent, we
taxpayers.
have established
Y'all
rules.
change the rules all
No,
the
sir.
time. It's just
No,
about
sir.
every meeting, you have something different, how people can talk up here as far as the citizens forum.
That's right.
At the last meeting, which you weren't able to attend, Lorraine ended the meeting prematurely because she
No,
said...
I did not.
You did.
Okay.
People weren't able to speak at the
Mr.
citizens
Trent,
forum.
Mr. Trent, you're using your time up, sir.
No,
You-
no, start his time over.
Finish your comment.
No, start his time over.
Loren stated people didn't follow the rules. First of all,
And they didn't.
where are the rules? Are the rules listed someplace? There's always a difference of where the forum, the citizens can speak at the beginning of a legislative meeting and at the end of these workshops. So it's like, when can people turn in their request to even comment? You make it sound like unless you turn it in like before the meeting starts, people can't speak. And when they do come up, you're going to say, oh, you don't have this, you don't have the address, this, that, and the other. What do you do with that information? Do you store it someplace? Nobody follows up and calls anybody or
That's not
emails
true.
anybody.
You don't know
It
that.
is true.
You don't know that. Stop
You
speaking
don't
about
know
what you
either.
do
Chill
not
out.
know. You don't know who
I
you
have-
are.
You're interrupting his time. I'm asking for a point of order.
I don't know
He
if
does
the
not
borough
know the
manager
answer to that
verified,
question.
but the last communication
He's
I had with
assuming.
him was
You
June
are interrupting.
22nd.
He's assuming.
He said, I have the copy if you ever want it. He said he would get back to me when he has a minute. Obviously, he hasn't had a minute in 3 months. Do you remember that, sir?
I don't know, you're talking to me?
No,
You're a borough manager, aren't you?
I didn't hear what you said.
This is ridiculous.
I said the last communication you and I had was June 22nd.
I'm sorry, sir. Ask me
June
what-
22nd, and you said when you had a minute, you'd get back to me. And I haven't heard back from you in 3 months.
Well, I'll get back to you.
I don't want to hear about it now, it's too late.
Okay, I'll,
I'm just saying it's an example of you not getting back to somebody when you're supposed to.
your time is up.
Thank you.
Oh, you'll be quick to say my time's up.
That's my job.
Mr. Trent, were you complete? Because I think that they spoke for most of your time, so I'm willing to ask for a point of
There's another
order.
agenda item, I think it's 5A,
Yes.
that it looks like you're extending or renewing.
No, sir. I'm very fair to everyone who speaks. And I time it from the time you stand up there and you start talking, the 3 minutes go.
Mr. Green,
About when I got
Mr. Green,
somebody taking up my time because they're saying I'm wrong or I'm
Only
not
Madam
correct.
Council President can answer that question, not myself.
We all need
yeah,
to.
that's okay, Mr. Green, yeah.
If you're going to interrupt me, then you take
I
my
never
time.
interrupted you.
Mr. Trent,
My-
would you give the mic to Mr. Green? Mr. Green, would you please come forward, please?
I still like to see these rules so far.
We can-
Supposedly that Loren said they
Yeah, we'll
have.
talk to you after the meeting, Mr. Trent. Come up, Mr. Green, please. Thank you, Mr. Green.
Good evening, everybody. I'm not going to waste your time, but my concerns is the safety of the community and also this council coming together as one and stop all of what's going on. Right now, I'm concerned about the camera that should be at the intersection of Church and Bailey. Very important. That's a main intersection. You got little kids. Okay, then also Bailey going towards Fern Street, that's like a race road there. I watch it. What I hear is it's happening everywhere. No, it doesn't have to happen here if we have our patrol out. Also, as far as the school, when they're coming out, the high school, they got gangs around here now. We need patrols out there every day. We don't need to call them. They need to be out there half hour for the high school, half hour for the little ones. Also, we need stop signs at Bailey and Fern Street. You got one on the 500 block of Fern, but yet you don't have anything else. When they come around Fern Street, there's a slow sign right there, almost in front of my house. They don't see it. So all I'm asking is for you all to come together and help out, and let's try to save the community from somebody being hit by a car. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Green.
Yes, the accounts payable list on this. Thank you.
So anyone need a speaker for?
Yeah, I was trying to pronounce it. Maluma? L, yes.
So if you want to know my former position,
Thank you.
former Attorney General for the Yamasee Native American Association of Nations.
Okay. Do you have,
I filled it out, about to say something, so if you just be quiet and.
do you have, let me ask you a question. I'm
asking you all the questions, you're not asking me the questions, I pay you all.
I know. Sir, I want to know if you have a copy of the accounts payable
I have
list.
everything that y'all had out there.
Okay, go
But
right
what
ahead,
we
sir.
need to have is accountability between everybody else here. Because I've been here 3 times. All I seem to see is you all arguing with each other. And every time somebody comes up here with a voice of complaint, you, or this dude right here that don't have a job.
His name is
Because you interrupt everybody and stop being ignored. And then you interrupt everybody talking in their ear. You are a problem here, sir. You are a problem. So are you two. And not to scream everybody out, but as long as y'all argue, we're not going to hear anything anybody's saying. And as long as y'all denying the complaints in the community, we're not getting anything done. So I request, according to the procedures of law here, that if we have a problem with them, put a petition out and have an emergency election and remove these people from office immediately. And then we can done. About their job, y'all create an issue here and y'all get a misinformation or we have enough officers here. We have 2. And if we have a DUI, 4 officers are taken away. So where's the safety at? Where's the safety? And as far as this young man here that passed away in that cell, y'all had the ability to get that man on that videotape so they could be in less distress to show that they were out on an accidental death. And now y'all sitting here got a lawsuit against the community and all y'all doing is argue. You this, you that, and all this crap. Y'all not handling the law. Y'all don't know the law how to run government. Y'all need to step down. You stop hiring them others to do a job.
You should talk to the mayor and the police department. Talk to the mayor and the police department. That's who's in charge of that situation. The mayor is over the police department.
The police said that they uphold the Constitution. The Constitution is based on elections. The people. We the people. You're not the people. You're our elected officials. We are the people with the voice. So if they don't want to give us our voice, take theirs. Take it.
Is that a forum?
It's late.
As I announced at the beginning of this meeting, I'm going to put a motion on the floor
You better call my name a citizen's forum because I did put it up there. I put it up there with Liz.
Do you have it?
Cut me off, or you gonna have to go clean to me tonight.
I'm calling for the vote for
There is no vote, there is no motion. We're still in citizens forum. There is no motion on the floor, so there's nothing to vote on. There's no motion on the floor. There is no motion on the floor. There is no motion on the floor.
Decide willy-nilly which citizens can speak and which citizens cannot speak.
Hello.
And follow the direction.
Hello. I want everyone's attention right now. I want everyone's attention right now. Okay? These people are here to speak. They are the public. You are not going to stop these people from speaking today. All right? You have a family who is demanding justice for their sons. You have other people that's right here that have issues. You are not going to continue to not, okay, to not answer these people's questions or their concerns. I'm not afraid of the POTO because I know my rights, and my first right is the freedom of speech. These people pay your tax dollars to run this borough, all right? So I don't know what you're used to doing, but Desiree is in this house today. And you're going to give respect this way, and you're going to give respect that way. If I have to come to every meeting to make sure that this meeting goes smoothly, it's going to go smoothly.
Miss Desiree.
Miss Desiree, I did watch the video in its entirety. I am not in agreement with it.
Miss Desiree.
And an investigation should be done.
Miss Desiree, could you come back to the mic?
Yes.
Let me make this abundantly clear without any interruptions from counselor who wants to drown me out. I started this meeting tonight because this group of people here, the counselors, this lady was assaulted.
No, thank you. Point of order. Point of order. This is another intimidation tactic.
Police protection here.
The police.
That is a... Let me tell y'all one thing. If y'all can't get it together, because it seems like y'all on different ends, and you all are the ones that run the Yeadon Borough. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do, okay? I stand here as part of the White House Community and Faith-Based Organization. If I have to get the Attorney General's office and the DOJ to come,
That's what we get them here.
Y'all playing with the wrong one.
Get them here.
Y'all playing with the wrong one. Y'all playing with the wrong one, okay?
Yes.
I agree. If I make a phone call, I'ma shut this down here. I'ma shut this down. Because this is horrible.
Peacemaking.
This is horrible. This is horrible. All right?
No,
And I have to get whoever I have to get right here.
get them here.
Because you can tell, this is my first time here, and I can tell that there's some separation between you all, right here.
Yes,
and it's
yes,
not
yes.
looking
Lord.
good.
Get
you
them here.
run
It's
this borough.
Get them
You run
here.
this borough. How do you think? How do you think?
Some right leadership.
That's right. How do you think this borough can run smooth if the ones up here are not on the same accord? This is a disgrace.
It is.
A disgrace. All right? Either this is not a threat, it's a promise.
Please, get them
Either you gonna get it together today, all right?
Thank you very much.
Else I'm gonna make a phone call and I'm gonna have all y'all off. You got it? You got it?
I respect that. I respect that. Yes, I respect that. Somebody have to do something. Somebody have to do something. I'm tired.
It's been moved and properly seconded.
There is no motion on the floor. What
calling for the
motion is
vote.
on the floor? There's no motion on the floor.
Motion is on the floor.
There's no motion on the floor.
I have said to let people talk.
So she's going
I do
against
not
the
run the
advice
meeting.
of the solicitor. Let
I
them
think everyone
speak.
should talk.
That's fine. She's not listening. Okay. No, I'm not listening. No, I'm not listening. There's a motion on the floor.
The public is speaking.
In legislative meeting, Sharon held up a citizen forum where she said she was educating us. That the only thing that we could do is to talk for 3 minutes and we could engage in department responses. There was nothing on there that said that we had to put an address, a phone number, or any other thing that.
You've been on this council and served it. You know the policy. You have violated it. You have violated it. You have violated time and time again. Excuse me.
You want to vote for refunds?
This is a citizens forum. The citizens are speaking.
We are in full support of the protesters commemorating Sean Macho's death here.
Us to go over and ask questions about the AP list when we just got
That's
it
it.
right. Look at this.
That's it.
Look at this.
We just got it yesterday.
And we just got the admissions today. We are not one of your 12.
We are not one of your. All right, there she goes.
No, really, we got other issues. And this is what y'all can talk about. Y'all saying, everybody, get rid of all of them. All y'all need to go. Each and every one of you.
Hello?
Need to go.
Now that the zoning board has been ordered to give Restore a new hearing before the end of October, what is Carl Ewald's role going to be? Does he go back to representing the concerned citizens against the zoning board? After we've paid him $16K to represent the zoning board against Restore, is the fact that the zoning board members are named in a federal lawsuit going to affect their ability to give Restore a fair hearing? How much more money are we going to waste paying for Sharon Loren Talia's personal vendettas? We've already paid Carl Ewald $16K and he was an extra lawyer for the zoning board.
Calling for the vote.
Mr. Boggs told us whichever party loses is sure to file an appeal, and this could take years. It sounds like the insurance company may not even cover the Restore case, and that was another of Sharon's lies. Sharon has managed to pay her lawyer friend $16,000 from the taxpayers.
Are there any councilors who oppose the vote?
Refuses to pay
Thank you.
Chief Chachi the $776
Adjourned.
contractually owed. Mr. Valori told us at the workshop meeting that the Yeadon Police Department is approaching a staffing Meanwhile, it was no motion. Appears to be more interested. It was no motion. Neither interest or solution, and are calling for 2 of our officers to be fired. They posted that our police officer intentionally drove through a crowd of protesters.
The meeting is adjourned. The meeting is adjourned.